If you're watching this today, it's not random, my friend. Something brought you here because you're ready to hear this truth. There's a reason you felt stuck in your life. No matter how hard you try, it's never enough. Well, it was never your fault, my friend, and I want to give you something today that will change that. The thing is, we've been all born into this process of conditioning that feels like a scam. Yes, it feels like a scam because we started to believe into lack. And well, what I will be sharing today with you, it may change you, so get ready. Also with today's message, I'm sharing with you a painting called Trust that I've created some time ago. And well, enjoying the process. So, my friend, you were born into abundance, yeah. But from the moment you could understand words, the world started feeding you lies, like money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for every penny. There's never enough to go around. These weren't just words. They were part of a system designed to disconnect you from the truth. And the truth is, you were created for abundance. Well, how is that so? Think about it. Firstly, your body can function without any effort, right? You can breathe, you can see, you can hear, you can feel, you can taste without any effort. Your body is functioning perfectly well when you allow it to work perfectly well. Nature works perfectly well. Animals, everything works perfectly well. So it's all provided perfectly well. There's abundance that provides to everything. So it's only our conditioning that makes us feel we lack something. Like how many times you're guided with incredible ideas, but because you believe you're not capable of, or you believe you're not talented, or you believe you're not skilled enough, you don't even try to learn a new skill. You don't even try to go into that project that you feel so passionate about. Where this passion is coming from, it's coming from abundance. Yes, it's coming from your heart. It's the infinite source of life that moves you. This is the true abundance. You've been programmed to think that abundance is money, but no, abundance is life, and what makes you feel alive will bring you money. Yeah, if you devote yourself to it. So it's a deep investigation we need to get into to actually let go of all these false ideas we've been projected, people around us projected onto us, so then we can notice what is real for us, what feels real to us. You see, the system, the matrix, thrives on one thing: your fear. That's where the system thrives the most. All the marketing, everything is designed to make you a bit triggered, to make you a bit scared, so then you buy it. It told you that resources are limited, that success is reserved for maybe some lucky few, and that you must compete and struggle and sacrifice just to survive. Well, my friend, maybe the reality is something else. The world's wealth is not scarce. No, it's not. It's actually your imagination. The world's wealth is your imagination. Because, well, if you would not spend so much time in distraction, you would recognize, like little kids, you can turn a simple stick into a tool for play. Yeah, and now as you're a bit older and more mature, you can grab a pen and write a plan that will make you millions maybe, or change the world in some way. Yeah, that's how powerful your imagination can be when you organize your thoughts into some practical steps and then you act on them consistently enough to make results that are the product of your imagination. So the world's wealth is your imagination. All great things have been made out of imagination. And they convinced you that you are alone. Well, you already know the answer, right? Have you ever wondered why society glorifies self-made success? Have you heard about so many people talking about I'm self-made without mentioning their parents, their friends, maybe God, or their community, or their clients that build their success? No one is self-made. It's actually a scam, and it made people believe like, I want to be self-made. The thing is that, well, wealth and love and joy and everything that makes this life meaningful is built on help, on guidance, on collaboration, on connection with others. So nothing is self-made, truly. Everything comes from the right connections. So one big scam is that you are here alone and you should make it alone. But you will never make it alone. Like, alone time is a great time for brainstorming and working on your ideas and building up skills. But while collaboration will scale your project, it will scale your skills because you can learn from those who are already good at something and you can model them. Yeah, and then you can find a unique path that speaks to you. But then again, you will find some people who are already far higher on that scale of maybe skills or intelligence than you, and you can learn from them. It's always collaboration if you ask them to mentor you. And finding the clients and finding the friends and finding, your soul tribe, it's all collaboration. So, well, the very things that accelerate abundance are actually help, guidance, and collaboration, the real connection. So don't fall for the idea that you should be self-made or you should experience success alone so you can prove them wrong. No. You will notice that when you will meet or connect with the right minds, the right souls that are on the same or similar frequency, you will notice that in one day you will make more progress than maybe in 3 years working on something alone. And that is powerful. That's why we live in a society where so many people are completely lonely and disconnected from the world because they've been programmed with this belief that we are alone, you are alone, and he and she, they're all alone. No one is alone here, right? We need to come together to recognize, well, maybe we're more resourceful if we would use our alone time to study, to practice, to build. So then when we come together, we have something to offer. So then, well, collaborations will happen naturally. And they programmed you to see lack everywhere. Your thoughts create your reality. You know that, right? And they know that as well. So maybe the system, the matrix, filled your mind with images of struggle. Like wherever you go, you see that. Look for the most successful advertisement. It's someone struggling. Some sad faces, something painful. Look at the movies. Someone struggling. The most viral songs. someone struggling, something depressing. And, well, look at the news. Stories about economics collapse, warnings about financial instability, messages that make you believe scarcity is normal, and all of these things, right? The more you believe it, the more real it becomes. But lack, my friend, well, lack is an illusion. Because it's a choice. So if it's a choice, it is an illusion. Because it's not really real. Well, it only becomes real when you choose it. But also abundance is choice. When you look around, you can look for what is missing, or you can look for what is already present. So therefore, abundance or lack, it's both a choice. And you choose what's the most familiar to you based by your past, because that's how your brain is wired to perceive reality. So if you feel like you're constantly in lack and you behave like you're constantly in lack, and your body language radiates that, your facial expression radiates that, it's just because you're constantly seeing what lacks. And you can say, yeah, but my life really, I lack money, I lack this, I lack resources, I lack that. Yeah, because for such a long time you've been living in lack. So the difference can happen when one realizes, well, I can use what I have to create what I see in my mind. And that's when we need to look for the examples. Look into the story of KRS-One if you're into something like that. Read about his story or listen to his story. There's many hip-hop artists, for example. That's something I've been listening when I was younger. I'm still listening that. And it still inspires me. Every time I hear stories like that, it inspires me. Coming from lack, from zero, from nothing. And because life for them was so hard, they were forced, they were pushed to make what they want to see out of nothing. Not everyone did it, but some who've been devoted enough to this idea that they will make what they see in their minds possible, they did it, right? So lack is an illusion, because it exists only when you believe in it. And, well, the Matrix made you believe gratitude seem weak. Like if you're grateful, you're a weak one, because it will not change much. Like, you can be grateful for living a life of lack, right? Find things to be grateful for, but it doesn't work like that. When you truly become wholeheartedly grateful, where your frequency changes. When your frequency changes, you become empowered. You go from what people call wishful thinking to powerful thinking. Gratitude is powerful, my friend. It shifts your focus from lack to abundance. Yeah, it shifts you. So you break free from the control of your environment. The moment you appreciate what you have, you step into a reality where more flows to you effortlessly. Suddenly you start meeting right people. Suddenly you come across the right opportunity. And suddenly right idea finds you that make your work thrive. That's the power of gratitude, when every single day you take not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, take 1 hour, sit down in quietness and, well, dive deep into gratitude. Way beyond just this superficial, like I'm grateful for my friend. Those are beautiful things. I'm grateful for my mother. Beautiful things. But well, when you sit with yourself for 1 hour, you will find quite some deep stuff inside of you. And that's what will empower you. You see, superficial things usually don't work, and that's why people find these things like weak. This is for the weak. That's why all great masters from the past have found a way to go deeper, not by some mysterious practices, but by being patient with themselves enough that they've been able to sit for hours in quietness. So they would recognize that they are the masters. You are the master. I am the master. We are the masters. Not our environment, not your external reality. You are the master of it. But if you don't believe that you're the master of it, it is the master of you. That's how it works. So many people have been tricked into just surviving. Because, well, this world right now, the matrix, doesn't want you to thrive. It wants you to stay in survival mode. Why? Yeah, because when you're just trying to make ends meet, you don't have time to question this kind of a system, right? You don't have time, you don't have energy, you don't have nothing. So you just leave it. You don't dream bigger, you don't break free. But, you know, when you actually break free from this kind of attitude, you recognize that thriving is your natural state. In thriving, you're creative. In thriving, you're genuinely loving and grateful. You were never meant to struggle. It's a program. Struggling is a program. It's the way we choose to perceive life and the world around us through a lens of struggle. And we become addicted to it. We become addicted to the emotional chemistry that our body produces when we look at something or someone who's struggling, right? When you're in a thriving state, you will naturally want to help. You will naturally provide what is needed. You will naturally be the best version you can be. It's not like you will be training yourself. You will naturally be that. So the question is only how to thrive. How to thrive? Well, you need to discover your nature. You need to discover your nature. And what does it mean? Well, it means you need to discover what is natural to you, which means you must disconnect from the noises of the world and reconnect with the voices of your soul. You were never meant to struggle, my friend, but you need to reconnect with yourself so you can recognize what thriving really feels like. And then everything will start to make more sense, because you will notice what speaks to you and what doesn't speak to you. What speaks to your nature, what resonates with your nature and what doesn't. You may notice you've been a born artist, but you're trying hard in a corporate world or whatever that was never meant for you. I don't know, just saying. They conditioned you to doubt what you can't see. Yeah, faith is the foundation of creation, but they replaced it with skepticism. So people walk around, yeah, I will only believe when I see it. So they say seeing is believing, when in reality the truth is believing is seeing. When you believe strong enough, you will eventually see it. Not by sitting and waiting. When you believe into something, you wholeheartedly move towards it. When I believe I can create art, well, I will sit behind the canvas and I will be putting colors onto it until the painting is finished in front of me. That is believing. Right? Great artists believe they can produce great work, and that's why they make it. Those who don't believe never make it. So it's all believing. Believing turns into seeing. Because firstly, what you feel inside of you as a potential, well, the only way to actualize it is to remove what is stopping you from actualizing it. And how to remove it? Well, see what are distractions, because the word distraction means action away from where you're intending to go. This is the distraction. So when you have a goal, and if you want to believe into that goal, well, believing will take you there. But then if you're constantly distracting yourself, you will never get there. So the moment you trust in abundance, in opportunities, in possibilities, they will appear. Abundance will not find you in a backpack full of money. It will find you in incredible ideas. It will find you in opportunities that will help you to build skills. It will find you in challenges that will make you stronger. It will find you in toxic people that will make you build strong boundaries and protect your sacred energy. Yeah, that's where abundance starts. So you start appreciating what you have and who you are, and stop wasting yourself for those who don't deserve you. But that's something that I don't want you to know, because the second you do, you take your power back. You know what's the biggest lie of all? That giving makes you lose. They taught you to hold on tightly, to fear generosity, and to believe that wealth disappears when shared, right? What is the real truth? Well, when you really give out of a genuine open heart, not out of scarcity, like, yeah, I will give you only if I get something back, or giving out of an empty cup when you're exhausted by life and you are giving something and then you got scammed. The really genuine giving always multiplies. When you give love, when you give kindness, even when you give money, when it is really from the heart. Many times it's out of naivety, which is something you just need to work through. But when you give from the heart, it always multiplies. When you circulate it, it flows back to you tenfold. And I can tell you that because since I'm doing this work, I'm giving my kindness, my love, my passion to you every single day. And you know what? Every single day I'm meeting kind, passionate, loving people. Wherever I go, I can go to completely new, unknown places and I will meet kind, loving people. That's just something that's happening to me, and since I'm doing this work. And that's how it works. So, of course, don't give what you don't have. But what you don't have, take time so your cup can fill up again. But your cup will fill up when you take care of yourself, right? When you do more of what makes you feel alive, like I said before. So don't be scammed that this world is a dangerous place. But rather, create a world that will feel fulfilling to you. It takes time to create our environment more incredible, and to change our relationships, and to let go of the past. Yes, it takes time, but we need to start somewhere. We need to have a vision for the future that will inspire us, not dim us, right? Only people who don't have a vision for the future feel lost. And when they feel lost, they feel chaotic. And when they feel chaotic, they don't change much, because chaos doesn't have a sense of direction. It just drifts around like a fog, right? So a sense of direction is a vision for the future. And vision for the future makes that fog to settle, so then you can see things clearly. So my friend, the world made you believe that your value comes from what you're doing, from what you're having, and from your bank account. This is another trap, yeah. This is another trap, my friend. Because no amount of money will ever make you feel worthy if you don't believe it first. The truth is, you are already enough. You've always been and you will always be. But only when you find yourself, when you look within deep enough to see who you are, you will know what these words mean. You are already enough. You've always been, and you will always be. When you figure this out, you will recognize you don't need to build your confidence. You don't need to build your self-esteem. You just need to be you, and you will be confident. You will be confident you, and that's enough. You will be authentic you, because that's your nature. There is another scam I didn't mention. Convincing you that abundance is out there, like the money and the car and the houses and all of that. In the next paycheck, maybe in the next promotion, in the next big breakthrough. Yeah, those are all great things. Like, you should never have something against it. Like, it's all a play. This reality it's a stage. You can play on it. You can play a character that has fun and enjoys the game. But everything you need has always been inside of you. What really provides, what really feels like abundance are your talents, your ideas, and your energy. These are the real wealth. The moment you recognize this, the illusion collapses and you step into true abundance. When you master your talents, when you use your ideas wisely, and when you invest your energy into right things, you step into true abundance. And once you know what this means, well, my friend, you will be free. You will be free. And, well, trusting the process is all you need on this path as you're moving forward, because everything will be provided. When you're on a path of purpose, everything will be provided. And that's what this painting today was all about. So I hope you've enjoyed the process. I hope you found this message valuable. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. And to anyone who would love to get a copy of today's painting, or even the original one is still available, go on AttractPassion.com and you will find everything there. You will find prints of my art there. Some of the original paintings, not all of them are for sale. Some are, you can find them there. And also, one important news, we are putting out stickers. So there's the last chance to get stickers of my art. Until they're sold out, they will not come back. So you can hurry up and still find the last pieces under the section stickers. And also big thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. And till next time, yeah, stay true to yourself, my friend. And if you resonated with today's message, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comment section, I choose abundance. Yeah, I choose abundance. It's what I said. It's your talents, your ideas, your energy. This is the true abundance. Write it down. I choose my talents, my ideas, my energy. Write it down. Until next time, one love.